channel. We're thrilled to have you join us for a peaceful and enchanting journey. If you enjoy this story, please remember to subscribe to our channel for more soothing bedtime stories and relaxation content. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. If this story helps you relax and sleep better, give it a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you for joining us. Now, enjoy and sweet dreams. In a remote coastal village, nestled between rugged cliffs and the boundless sea, lived a solitary man named Thomas. He was the keeper of an ancient lighthouse that stood tall and resolute, its beacon slicing through the dense fog that often enveloped the shore. The village, bathed in the soft, melancholic light of the setting sun, had an air of timelessness about it, as if it were a place where the hands of the clock had stilled, and the whispers of the past mingled with the present. Thomas was a man of quiet introspection and deep wisdom, drawn to the sea from an early age. The rhythmic crashing of the waves against the rocky shore and the salty tang of the sea breeze were his constant companions. He found solace in the solitude of the lighthouse, where the silence was broken only by the distant calls of seabirds and the occasional roar of a storm. One stormy evening, as the wind howled and the sea raged, Thomas ventured into the crumbling basement of the lighthouse. It was a place he rarely visited, a labyrinth of shadows and forgotten memories. As he sifted through the dust and cobwebs, his fingers brushed against something solid and cold. He uncovered a set of ancient scrolls, their parchment yellowed with age and fragile to the touch. Intrigued, he carefully unrolled one of the scrolls, revealing a script that seemed to shimmer and dance in the flickering light of his lantern. The scrolls told tales of a hidden world beneath the ocean's surface, a realm inhabited by wise and ancient sea creatures. These beings, the scrolls claimed, controlled the currents of the ocean and could predict the storms that threatened the coastal lands. Thomas, with his insatiable curiosity and thirst for knowledge, delved into the scrolls, deciphering their cryptic language and unraveling their mysteries. As Thomas immersed himself in the ancient texts, he began to experience vivid, almost surreal dreams. In these dreams, he found himself submerged in an ethereal underwater world where the water was as clear as crystal and the light danced in shimmering patterns. He encountered luminescent beings, their scales glowing with an otherworldly light, their eyes deep and wise. These creatures communicated with him through thoughts and emotions, bypassing the need for words. They shared with him the secrets of the ocean, teaching him to read the subtle signs of the sea and understand the delicate balance of nature. Thomas's connection with these beings grew stronger with each dream. He learned to predict the shifting tides, sense the approach of storms, and interpret the language of the sea. this newfound wisdom did not remain his alone. He began to use his insights to protect and prosper the village. When dark clouds gathered on the horizon, Thomas would warn the villagers, guiding them to safety. When the sea grew restless, he would counsel the fishermen, ensuring their safe return. Under his guidance, the village flourished, and the once feared sea became a source of life and abundance. The villagers, initially wary of Thomas's solitary nature and cryptic warnings, came to revere him as a sage, a guardian of their coastal haven. They marveled at his ability to predict the weather with uncanny accuracy and his deep understanding of the sea. Stories of Thomas's wisdom and the mysterious scrolls spread far and wide, attracting visitors and scholars eager to learn from the lighthouse keeper. As the years passed, the village transformed. The people, inspired by Thomas's teachings, began to live in harmony with the sea. They learned to respect its power and cherish its gifts. The village, once at the mercy of nature's whims, now thrived in symbiosis with the ocean's rhythms. The lighthouse, under Thomas's vigilant care, became a symbol of hope and resilience, its light a beacon of safety in the darkest nights. Thomas's life, intertwined with the mysteries of the deep, took on a timeless quality. He found peace in his solitude, content in the knowledge that he was part of something greater, a guardian of the delicate balance between land and sea. The villagers, their lives enriched by his wisdom, honored him as a hero, a legend whose story would be told for generations. One serene evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, Thomas sat by the lighthouse, gazing out over the tranquil sea. The water shimmered like liquid gold, and a gentle breeze carried the sweet scent of salt and seaweed. In the distance, a pod of dolphins leaped gracefully through the waves, their sleek bodies glistening in the fading light. Thomas closed his eyes, allowing the soothing sounds of the ocean to wash over him. He felt a profound sense of connection to the world around him, a bond that transcended time and space. The whispers of the sea creatures echoed in his mind, their ancient wisdom a comforting presence. He had become a part of their world, and they a part of his. In the twilight of his years, Thomas's dreams grew more vivid, more immersive. He found himself spending long hours in quiet communion with the sea creatures, their wisdom filling his mind and heart. He came to understand the intricate dance of the ocean, the way its currents intertwined with the rhythms of the earth and sky. The villagers, once wary of Thomas's solitude, came to revere him as a sage, a guardian of their coastal haven. One evening, as Thomas sat by the lighthouse, he noticed a young boy standing at the edge of the cliff, gazing out at the sea with wide, curious eyes. The boy, named Peter, was the son of a fisherman and had often heard the tales of Thomas's wisdom and the mysterious scrolls. With a shy smile, He approached the old lighthouse keeper, his eyes shining with curiosity and wonder. "Mr. Thomas," Peter began, his voice barely above a whisper, "is it true that you can talk to the sea creatures?" Thomas smiled, his eyes twinkling with a mixture of amusement and affection. "It's true, Peter. The sea has many secrets, and the creatures that dwell within it are wise beyond our understanding." Peter's eyes widened with excitement. "Can you teach me? I want to learn about the sea and its secrets." Thomas's heart swelled with a mixture of pride and nostalgia. He saw in Peter the same curiosity and thirst for knowledge that had driven him all those years ago. "Of course, Peter. But remember, the sea is not just a source of knowledge. It is a living, breathing entity that must be respected and cherished." Over the following years, Thomas took Peter under his wing, teaching him the ancient wisdom he had learned from the scrolls and the sea creatures. Peter, with his boundless energy and enthusiasm, absorbed the knowledge like a sponge. He learned to read the signs of the sea, to understand its language, and to respect its power. Together, Thomas and Peter continued to protect and guide the village, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. The villagers, witnessing the passing of wisdom from one generation to the next, felt a renewed sense of hope and security. They knew that as long as there were guardians like Thomas and Peter, their village would continue to thrive. In the twilight of his life, Thomas found peace in the knowledge that his legacy would endure. The wisdom he had gained from the ancient scrolls and the sea creatures would live on through Peter and the generations that followed. The lighthouse, with its steadfast light, stood as a symbol of that enduring legacy, a beacon of hope and resilience. One serene evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Thomas felt a gentle tug on his heart, a whisper from the sea calling him home. He knew his time had come. With a contented smile, he closed his eyes, allowing the soothing sounds of the ocean to wash over him one last time. The sea, with its infinite wisdom and eternal beauty, embraced him like an old friend, guiding him gently into the great unknown. The villagers, mourning the loss of their beloved guardian, gathered at the lighthouse to honor his memory. They lit lanterns and set them adrift on the sea, their flickering lights a tribute to the man who had guided them through the darkest nights. Peter, standing at the edge of the cliff, looked out at the horizon, his heart filled with a mixture of sorrow and gratitude. He knew that Thomas's spirit would always be with him, a guiding light in the vast expanse of the ocean. And so, the story of Thomas, the solitary lighthouse keeper, and his communion with the ancient beings of the sea lived on. It was a tale of wisdom and wonder, of a man who bridged the worlds of land and water, and of a village that flourished under his gentle, guiding hand. The lighthouse, its light forever shining, stood as a beacon of hope, a reminder of the deep, unending connection between the human soul and the eternal sea. In the years that followed, Peter continued Thomas's legacy, guiding the village with the same wisdom and compassion. He taught the villagers to live in harmony with the sea, to respect its power and cherish its gifts. The village thrived, its people united by a shared understanding of the delicate balance between man and nature. As the generations passed, the story of Thomas and the ancient scrolls became a cherished part of the village's history. Children grew up hearing the tales of the wise lighthouse keeper and his communion with the sea creatures. They dreamed of exploring the depths of the ocean, of uncovering its secrets and embracing its mysteries. The lighthouse, standing tall and resolute, continued to shine its light across the waves, a symbol of hope and resilience. And in the hearts of the villagers, the spirit of Thomas lived on, a guiding presence that reminded them of the enduring bond between the human soul and the infinite sea. In the end, Thomas's legacy was not just a tale of wisdom and wonder, but a testament to the power of knowledge, the beauty of nature, and the unbreakable connection between man and the world around him. His story, like the eternal sea, flowed on through the ages, a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who heard it. And so, in the quiet, timeless village by the sea, the story of Thomas, the solitary lighthouse keeper, and his communion with the ancient beings of the ocean continued to be told. It was a tale of deep wisdom, boundless curiosity, and the enduring power of the human spirit, a story that would live on in the hearts and minds of the villagers for generations to come.